You've tuned in to the Crispy Noodle Podcast.
You realize what you've done?
With Rich Liebig.
The real gangster plays his cards, right?
And Michael Costanzo.
What was that you just read?
Let us be the Crispy Noodle in your vegetarian salad of life and boring news.
Good times, noodle salad.
The point is, you now have the ability to be happy.
And now, here's Rich and Mike on the Crispy Noodle Podcast.
Woo! Yeah! How you guys doing?
What's up, everybody?
It is time for this week's episode of the Crispy Noodle Podcast. Let us be the Crispy Noodle in your vegetarian salad of life and boring news. We've got sports, we've got entertainment, we've got odd news ready to go for you on another episode right before Labor Day. The holiday weekend is coming up. We're all looking forward to a nice, long, relaxing weekend.
Oh, yeah.
But before we get into that, we got to tackle at least one episode of the Crispy Noodle Podcast before we go off into the vacation sunset. So let us do it right now. This is the Crispy Noodle Podcast. Thank you guys for joining us. Before we get into the news topics at hand, Mikey, my friend, how are you?
Doing good. Getting over a little bit of a cold because this past weekend was a crazy one. I had my wedding shower this past weekend. We did a combo shower, which is not too common.
No, you commandeered the shower.
I did. Well,
there's the groom's side.
There's a few reasons for this. One, Jordan doesn't like being the center of attention and didn't want everybody just like focusing all on her the entire time. So she's like, maybe we should do a combo thing. And I was like, for my part, I said, why is there a bridal shower and no groomal shower? Groomal.
Is that the word?
I don't know. That's the word that I made up. I think the reason why it's not a thing is because it sounds terrible. It's not a nice word.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like groom.
It should just be like groom's shower or something. There's no groomal version for.
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds like there should be an adjective.
Right? Exactly. But there is none because nobody
Groomish?
Groomish? The groomish shower?
I don't know.
It almost sounds like gnomish.
Yeah. I don't know. That's tough.
But yeah, so we did a combo shower. We had barbecue. We had the pool was open at Jordan's parents' house. And I thought it went pretty well for a combo shower. As speaking as somebody who's never attended a single shower in his life.
Me neither. That was my first shower.
Was it fun? I hear tall tale of all these games they play. It was like unique and fun. I was enjoying playing along. I didn't even know the questions about myself.
Yeah,
that was the most shocking part.
Because they were starting to read off facts about you, and you look surprised.
I was very surprised.
It's
for
about
some
you.
Of them. Yes, I know. Well, you guys, we were all sitting at the same table, and you're like, well, trying to pick my brain about the answers. And I'm like, I don't remember. One of them was like, would you rather Chinese takeout or Mexican takeout? And I'm sitting there going, I honestly have no idea. Like on any given day, I could go either way.
Yeah, you were not helpful.
No, I was the opposite of helpful.
Yeah. So that was interesting to see.
Yeah, I thought it was a fun time.
Another reason why you should drop out the service, the TV streaming service. One of the Game Changer episodes they did this season was a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire style questionnaire about one of their performers, and all of the whatever it was 10, 15 questions, all of the questions was about him.
Oh my gosh.
That they found out through like close friends and like other ways to find out more about his life.
That's pretty funny. That sounds pretty funny.
Like the 50 like whatever level it was, like the first like $50,000 whatever, that moment where like it's serious.
Yeah.
That first level question was, what is your blood type? And I was like, oh my God, that's actually a great question.
I actually don't know what mine is.
I don't know what mine is.
If I'm ever in a situation where I need blood, I'm probably just going to die.
Yes.
Because
if things are getting that bad, it's over.
I think I have it saved in my medical ID on my phone. So if I die with my phone not die, but if I'm losing blood with my phone nearby, people will be able to see it in the emergency. Does your phone have that, the little emergency card? Or like,
no, I think is that an Apple thing?
I don't know. I guess so. It has my blood type, what I'm allergic to, my emergency contacts.
You know, Apple owns your body.
That's fine. Whatever. Look, it's not that great to begin with, so they can have it if they want. I don't know what to tell you. You know.
All right. Well,
No,
anyway, that's another reason why you should get Dropout, and you should too if you haven't.
Every time you tell me about it, I feel like I inch closer and closer because it's all of these shows you describe are so unique. There's really not much else like it out there on streaming. And which one they do a tabletop one? Is it Dimension 20 or
that's
Dimension 20?
Yeah.
I always see like the clips pop up on TikTok and stuff, and it's always really, really funny and interesting. So I don't know, I might have to.
Yeah, that's their D&D campaign.
I just can't stand the idea of another streaming service though. I have all of them already.
Well,
it's so many streaming services.
Well, how about you cut one of the ones to a global corporation and give one to a local, or not semi-local, I don't know, like a more
Do you
grounded.
know how mad my parents would be if I cut any single one of these? Because Paramount is for Star Trek, and Peacock is for their stupid reality shows.
Or
I can't win.
Or you know what? Maybe there's a boat on the horizon.
Is there a boat on the horizon?
Yeah, maybe you need to go check out the seas.
I might have to.
Yeah, maybe you have to do that.
It's hard.
Anyway. Yes.
So yeah. So what have you been up to recently?
Let's see. I'm really looking forward to the Labor Day weekend. I think I might finally complete Expedition 33 this weekend.
So you're that close, huh?
I think I'm. You know, it's like when you start getting like all the super power ups.
Yeah.
You know, like in a video game.
Right.
You start getting like the really heavy duty damage weapon.
Right.
You're starting to get the special traits that, you know, handle 8 enemies at a time or something. You know, it's like you're starting to get those kind of abilities.
You can feel the power creep.
Yeah. It's like, oh, that means like the final boss is coming.
So, do you have this thing where, like, I don't know how you handle your end game, but for me, there's a moment where it's almost like I want to stop playing because you don't
want to rush the end.
Right, you don't want the experience to end. I remember the first time I played, I think it was Mass Effect 2 was my first Mass Effect, and getting ready to do the suicide run, I'm like, I really don't want to do this last mission that's going to trigger it because that means then it's just end game and it's over.
Yeah.
You know, so you find like little ways to like delay it. I find that happens sometimes with like the bigger games that I play.
Well, luckily with Mass Effect, everybody had their own loyalty mission, so that was a great way to extend the ending of that game.
Yeah.
Because the more of the loyalty missions you had, the more likely they were going to survive. So.
I did everything in that game. Yeah. I scanned every planet my first playthrough.
Oh, you love scanning the planets.
No, I thought you had to. I had like...
Sending probe.
I had so many minerals, and I got to the end. I was like, is that all the upgrades? I thought, I don't know what I was preparing for. I was preparing for a war. And, you know, I strip mined every planet I came across. Did you not?
I think I did a fair amount. Because, again, they didn't tell you... They didn't tell you like how many of the resources that you needed at the end for the end game of that.
I just knew that if you didn't have enough to get your upgrades, people could die. Right. So I just mined everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. So
time well spent.
Yes, it was a fun game. It was worth it.
But
we had fun.
But anyway, back to Expedition 33. You're getting to that stage.
Yes.
Are you in the delaying phase, or are you ready? So you're still delaying. You're not ready to face it yet.
Yes, because right now I'm doing like all of the optional levels.
Okay.
You know, so yeah.
Are you close to being like completionist on this game?
No, because I don't do completionist. No, that's a ridiculous level.
Oh, that's me.
But I like to learn. You know, if the story's really good and Expedition 33 really is, I like to learn more about the lore, and that's what the bonus missions and the bonus levels kind of do in that game, especially in Act 3. Because you can, if you wanted to. You can jump right
you
from
just main path it.
You can jump from the end of Act 2 right to the final boss.
Really?
You actually can.
Wow.
But
I feel like that's skipping a lot.
Right, and you will also be very mismatched in terms of your abilities and stuff.
Right.
So it would be much more difficult. But at the same time you could. So but I want to have an easy. I want to have an easier fight, and I also want to learn more about the world.
Easy fight. That's the key too.
Yeah, I don't want a hard fight.
You're in it for the story.
Right.
It's story first.
Yes. So yeah, I want to as much as I don't want the game to end. When I do officially start the final mission, I want it to be smooth sailing.
Yeah. No, I
So
totally
anyway,
I totally get that. Anyway.
Yeah, I think the Labor Day break is the perfect amount of time to sink my teeth into it and complete it and enjoy the ending of that brilliant game, which has already got greenlit too. Which
for more games, yeah.
Yeah, that announcement came out. So already getting to the news in the introduction portion of our show that they've already greenlit a sequel to Expedition 33. So that'll be interesting to see.
I'm excited to try it at some point.
Yes,
after my wedding.
And but Mike, I hate to say it for you.
Months and months.
Yeah, you're gonna have to wait till after everything has died down.
I gotta wait until like probably the holiday season, but.
Yeah.
Until then,
we will still be here, though, with sports, entertainment, and odd news coming at you. Let's jump into the first batch of topics. They do revolve around sports, so let's launch into it with the Sports Sampler.
So you're not good at sports. It's a very small part of life.
Sports.
In your face! Ha ha! That's right. Sports coming at you in your face here in this first part of the show. Let's review some updates when it came to some holdouts. We talked about it last week. We mentioned 4 key players last week. Let's do the updates on them. The first one, the Cincinnati Bengals made the most Cincinnati Bengal-ish deal I've ever heard.
It's kind of silly, right?
Yes, this is absolutely stupid.
Let's cut right to it. They finally reached an agreement with their star defensive end, Trey Hendrickson. The problem is the agreement itself is only a $14 million salary increase for 2025. He's still set to become an unrestricted free agent at the end of this season.
Oh, good for you.
So you're paying him more,
Really?
and you're not getting any additional years of service.
No, you're just paying him to come back and be in the uniform for week 1. That's what this is.
That's crazy. Like, if I'm Trey Hendrickson, I know that I got them whipped right now. Because he's making $30 million, and he still gets to go become a free agent and get a huge payday after it, and maybe not even with the Bengals.
Are the Bengals just going to let him walk?
I think so.
Yeah. I don't think they think he's like that,
I mean, realistically,
that good.
he is what, like 31?
So he'll be 32.
So they're taking a gamble that he could take a step back, but he is like the one bright spot on that defense.
Yeah.
On a very offensive first team.
And what happens if the Bengals start off this season horribly? And the Bengals are known to do this.
Yeah.
The Bengals are known to have sloppy Septembers.
Yeah.
What happens if they start this season off like 0-4, 1-5? Do you just trade away Trey Hendrickson and just get whatever you can for him? Like, this really is, I feel like, the most Cincinnati Bengalish mess up I've seen from this organization. This is so weird.
It's I mean, I get that they're in a tough situation with the money, and
they really don't like giving out money.
They don't.
Cincinnati. I just on a side note, I have read and talked to people, that are NFL. I don't want to say insiders, but people that know the inner workings and stuff.
Yeah,
Cincinnati. Their franchise, their ownership, their front office, they are known throughout the league as being so stingy with money. Here you go. Like they really do not want to pay a single dollar more than they have to for Trey Hendrickson after this year.
The thing that is always so confusing to me when it comes to these stingy teams is that they're stingy to the point where it ends up costing them more.
Yeah.
Like they waited a while to get Joe Burrow's contract done. They ended up paying him more than Jalen Hurts, more than some of these other guys out there. They waited to get Trey Hendrickson done, and now they have to pay him just to show up, and he's going to leave and get a bigger contract anyway. They waited to do Jamar Chase. He reset the wide receiver market at the time.
Yep.
It never pays to be stingy. There's always going to be another player that resets the market. Like, if you haven't picked up on this trend as an NFL GM, you're not really doing your job or paying attention. I think it's one of the things that Howie does the best. He's like, we're going to get out ahead of it. We're going to sign players to crazy big contracts. And then 2 years later, that contract is is bargain bin.
Yeah.
You know, like Jalen Hurts'
It's-
contract is insane, but it's not as insane as some of the contracts coming out now. It's the same thing with these other players.
Yeah. I mean, it's better. I think what the Eagles have shown is it's better to get out in front, sign the player, and then if things go awry, then trade cut them and deal with the dead cap hit later.
Right.
Versus you wait, and then you're stuck with signing a player at their mercy.
Yeah. So
it's rough.
So I guess it's good in the short term to get Trey Hendrickson back, but this is the type of deal you sign when you think you're going to the bowl. You know, this is not a deal that has a long view in mind.
No, I don't think. Yeah, usually that is, but Cincinnati, they're not doing this because they think they're Super Bowl bound. They're doing this because they just happen to have $14 million in cap space this season.
But they needed
to soothe Trey Hendrickson to come back, put on a jersey.
But that's what I'm saying.
And get ready for week 1.
But that's what I'm saying. Normally, you would only do this kind of deal if you think you're in that position.
Yeah.
But they are not.
No.
So it's a completely misguided way of approaching contract discussions.
Yeah.
It's just
also good luck, Joe Burrow. He's going to get knocked flat on his ass. They didn't spend any money on the offensive line. Good luck with that.
Look, it's just I don't know. The Bengals are frustrating. I don't understand. Like they have so much talent on offense, with the exception of the offensive line, and I feel like the record never reflects the talent of that team because they just misspend and mismanage so badly, you know? But
yep, good luck.
Good luck to them. But let's move along to the next player. We talked about last week, wide receiver Terry McLaurin from the Washington Commanders. He finally got his deal done, locking him up for 3 years, $96 million.
I declare bankruptcy!
Yep. Well, Washington, though, I hate to say it, I think they're going to be happy with this investment because without Terry McLaurin, I think the offense was at risk of falling apart. Now that he's going to be there for 3 years, Washington, I got to say, they're going to be a legitimate contender against the Eagles in the NFC East.
Yeah, he's definitely going to keep them more competitive. I think that, obviously they would have liked to pay him a little bit less, knowing that he's going to be, I think he's turning 31. You don't really want to sign older receivers to that kind of deal. At this point in their career, they usually start to fall off. Terry McLaurin's camp said that's not the case. He doesn't have as much mileage because he didn't play as long as some of the other receivers of a similar age. So we'll see how it all shakes out. But right now, they needed to get something done, and they got something done. And if they believe their window is now, then, they're going to do everything they can to capitalize on it. And their window might be now.
Yeah.
While Jaden Daniels is on his rookie contract because
it is.
He has another 2 years like he just had. You're not going to be able to sign wide receivers like this, like you just did this offseason.
He's going to be the next one to reset the quarterback market.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, an incredibly pivotal signing there, making sure they get Terry McLaurin for the next couple of years. But now, those are the two positive updates. We have two negative updates here. Pittsburgh Steelers defensive tackle Cameron Hayward, still no update. Some people online are speculating that he could just retire if a deal isn't done. He's 36. He just had his deal redone. The Steelers don't pay players like this. Like, you don't just redo your deal, then turn 36 and demand another new deal. Like, when have the Steelers ever entertained that kind of player attitude?
Yeah, I think out of these four players, this is the one that's the most ridiculous.
It's very confusing, right?
I don't know what I don't know what advice that he's getting. I would say he needs to just accept it. I don't think there's any universe where he gets another lucrative deal.
Like, I don't know exactly what he's looking for.
You're not a quarterback. I'm sorry.
I don't know if it's more guaranteed money, more guaranteed years. I don't know what he's looking for, but
you're not Kirk Cousins.
Right. The last time this happened is when the Eagles signed T.O. Then the very next year, he's like, never mind, let's blow it up.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way. I'm just registering you brought up Kirk Cousins. Yeah, that guy's a SOB. Didn't he just got, where'd he go? He just went somewhere. You texted me.
No. He's
He's
stuck in Atlanta.
That's right. Somebody's going to trade for him out of pity.
The Rams are rumored that if Matt Stafford isn't ready to go for week 1 because he's dealing with something with his rib, I think.
No, he's getting old.
If he's not ready to go week 1, the Rams are in place to do a deal to get Kirk Cousins.
And the Falcons just have to wait.
Yeah.
They just have to sit
The
on
Falcons have to be a bitch and wait.
Essentially, yeah.
The Falcons are I'm sorry. I have no sympathy for the Falcons.
No. I have no sympathy for any team that willingly signs Kirk Cousins because Kirk Cousins is the master of garbage time statistics padding, and he's only ever going to give you 75% because he's looking for his next payday. He's not a quarterback that wins games. He goes to teams, he takes their record from double-digit wins to 500, collects $100 million fully guaranteed, and then jumps to the next franchise. He's killing franchises. He set Minnesota back. He set Atlanta back. He set Washington back. He's going to set, even if he goes to L.A. just in the interim, he's going to set them back because I don't know why I hate him so much. It just frustrates me so much.
I love it.
I'm done. I can't.
I will say it's ridiculous that he potentially could be getting paid. I think he's due $30 million this year.
That's insane.
And he's going to be a backup.
He's going to be a bench warmer.
He's literally just riding pine. $30 million. Like, that's ridiculous.
Atlanta, I'll cut you a deal. I'll do that for a quarter of what he's asking.
Yeah.
I'll do that for a 10th of what he's asking.
Right. How do we get?
Call me up.
I just want $1 million. Can I have $1 million? I'll be.
Forget a 10th. I'll do it for 1% of what he's getting. Just bring me in. I can do it.
If you're willing to, I'm just saying, if you're willing to spend $30 million on a bench warmer,
yeah,
we could save you some money.
You could sign both of us.
Yeah.
For a fraction of what you're paying him.
Come on, Atlanta. It makes sense.
Let's make a deal. Is something that Jerry Jones is not saying to Dallas Cowboys linebacker defensive end Micah Parsons.
I want me some glory hole.
Yeah, this is the last update we have. Still no deal.
And it is a reminder, I've been here when it was glory hole days, and I've been here when it wasn't. And so having said that, I want me some glory hole.
Well, just like last week, I don't know if he's getting any glory hole.
No, not with this maneuver with his wallet.
From what I understand, this is possibly the most contentious contract deal of the 4. They've not been talking. Jerry Jones, I think, recently went on a podcast. He said that a deal was in place, but that Micah Parsons' agent told him to go shove it. And I don't know if he's just old man making stuff up.
I think so. Also, Jerry Jones said, he had a really bizarre quote where he was like, yeah, I pay players and players get injured. I don't like that. Okay.
Okay.
Then don't own a football team.
Right.
Yes.
It happens. It's an occupational hazard.
Yeah.
And also, you want to talk about guys getting injured. Micah Parsons is the only good thing you have on that defense, I think. I mean, there's some other decent parts, but Micah Parsons makes that defense work because he demands so much attention. He can do so much for you. And you're talking about being injured. He's made the Pro Bowl 4 straight years in his first 4 years. He's been an All-Pro twice. He's probably a top 10 defender in the NFL, period. Hard and fast stop. You got to get a deal done. This doesn't make any sense to me. You talk about foundational players on the offense. He is a foundational player for that defense. So what do you think? Do you think now that other guys in this list have gotten deals, do you think this helps bridge the gap there, or could this drive even more animosity?
I hope that it does, and I hope he gets traded.
You hope he gets traded, huh?
Yep.
Oh, man. I don't know about that. We'll see.
Look, we mentioned it last week. Why aren't the Patriots calling? The Patriots have a lot of cap space. They've got some room to maneuver. I think that would be an interesting spot where, Parson could end up.
Why not? I mean, clearly Dallas doesn't want much to do with him, so you might as well get something for him. And a player of his caliber could fetch you easily a first or multiple firsts. You're talking about a 2-time All-Pro young guy. I think he's 24 or 25.
Yeah. Get ready to get that monster contract.
So, Yeah, I don't know. Very confusing stuff.
Yep.
But there you have the latest NFL holdouts, hold-ins, trade request updates. Next week is the start of the NFL season, so we'll see how many of these guys actually suit up.
Yeah, it's already time next week. Next week we are going to have Fantastic Four picks.
Oh, I can't wait.
How about that?
It's, I was just saying that it feels like just yesterday that the Eagles won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And we're going to be able to keep saying that all year long.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I think it also makes the fastest off season.
It does. It was a very fast off season. It went by in the blink of an eye.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But as the NFL season gets underway, there is one story dominating the headlines right before the season opener. That is, of course, the fact that Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce recently proposed and is now engaged to music superstar Taylor Swift.
Oh, good for you.
I mean, come on. It's sweet. It's nice. Be happy for your fellow humans who also just both happen to be multimillionaires.
Oh, boy.
And
Yes.
the best at their respective careers.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Very good.
You don't care at all.
No, I don't, but oh, my God, it was everywhere.
It was everywhere.
It was everywhere.
It was nice. I mean, did you watch the podcast with all three of them, Jason, Travis, Kelce, and Taylor Swift?
No, I didn't watch it. I only saw a clip of her saying there's a new album or whatever.
It was actually, I will say this, I have a lot of Swifties in my life. And I watched the podcast, and I have to say it was quite refreshing to see them just talk like normal people. And my people who are Swifties all agree that it was like really nice to see Taylor Swift. She doesn't do media appearances like that. I think it's great that she was able to do that, and Travis Kelce was able to bring that out in her. I think it's nice they got engaged. It's a good thing.
Yep. Okay.
Maybe she'll perform at the halftime show. You never know.
No, Taylor Swift's not performing. I love this. Wait. You want to get on a tangent? There is no way in hell Taylor Swift is performing at the halftime show. Number one, did you know that the artists pay for everything?
Oh, really?
Yeah, the NFL does not cover.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, the NFL's a nonprofit. They're really hard up for cash.
Yep. The NFL says, it's like you're doing the honor of coming to our halftime show.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's
so
crazy.
the artist pays for the halftime show.
So you're telling me back in the day, the old decrepit Who
Yes.
paid for that show?
Yes.
For that show?
Yes.
That they put on?
Yes.
Okay.
So
that is a choice.
So number one, she's not going to pay money to do her own show and not get any.
Maybe Travis will treat her to it.
You were supposed. So basically, the last couple of years, if you've noticed, the acts that are on the halftime show is like someone that is popular but needs to get that bump up a little bit.
Yeah.
That's kind of what the logic is.
Is it, though? Because Lady Gaga did it. Beyonce did it.
Lady Gaga was not. She didn't hit that like uber. She didn't hit that S tier.
Really?
Yeah, at that time she was still like.
Are you
A,
sure?
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah.
No, I think she'd already been in her movie. Hadn't she at that point?
No, I don't think she was in the movie. No, she wasn't in A Star Is Born.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. All right, I'll have to take your word for it because I don't remember.
Look, I vividly remember that.
I just remember Alex Jones.
Yes,
I was terrified.
Yes, Alex Jones thought she was the second coming of Satan. That's actually how she got into the S tier. The S tier means Satan.
S tier for Satan.
Yes. Yes. So that's what that was. So no, but I'm talking about like the last couple years. It's somebody that's like on the cusp of hitting like that elite level. That's kind of what you use the halftime show for.
Who was the guy that just did it?
It was Kendrick Lamar.
I bet if I brought JB down here right now, he'd say he was S tier already.
Well, he would, but I think for the common person,
Ooh, I don't know. I know some people who really, really like Kendrick Lamar.
Yes, people who have an affinity to rap music, yes.
Okay.
But in terms of like a common household,
I don't know. I'm not seeing it, but I see where you're going though. That Taylor Swift doesn't need it.
Yeah, right. Look, this is my ultimate point. Taylor Swift doesn't need the halftime show. So therefore, she's not going to spend money to put on her own show where she's not going to get anything back for it. You know, like, that doesn't make any sense. So she's not doing
except for
halftime.
getting booed by NFL fans because they don't like her.
Well, no, at a halftime show, that would probably be the best place for her in terms of any NFL game, because then it would be all common, people that are just general fans, if you will.
Yeah.
Anyway, the whole point of this is she's not going to do the halftime show.
I don't know.
You
I don't know. Never say never.
No, she's not. I'm telling you, never. She's not doing it.
Okay.
It would be somebody you want like a Rihanna. You want somebody who's not quite in that S tier, but they're capable to make the jump into the S tier, and they could use the halftime show to make the jump to that.
I think your S tier definition is different than other people's S tier definition, but I hear what you're saying though. That Taylor Swift, regardless of what tier she's in, does not need any bump of anything.
What other reasoning do you think for Lamar, Rihanna?
Well, the halftime shows also had Beyonce was one of them. I think Gaga was close to S tier at the time. She was pretty big. Kendrick Lamar is, I think, pretty huge. We just don't listen to that type of music, but in that industry, in that genre, he's huge.
Keep in mind when I mean S tier,
like the young people really know and like him.
When I'm talking about like S tier, I'm talking about like, if you pluck out a random person in Americana, would they know this person? I'm thinking like Hulk Hogan status, like it's somebody that you don't know. You probably don't know wrestling, but you've heard of Hulk Hogan. I think that's what I'm trying to talk about, like that stratosphere level.
So like the one year they had Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, like I would say they're all S tier. Rihanna, I don't know. I honestly, yeah.
Like but think about like
they
in
had,
terms.
They had
no.
Usher the one year.
Think about in terms of the for that one specifically for that the rap year. The young kids coming up, they didn't really know who Dr. Dre was. They didn't know. They might have heard Eminem, but they didn't really like get into Eminem.
I mean, maybe. I just they had Madonna at one point, Beyonce, like Katy Perry, Lady Gaga. These are all like huge names. They're not like some like indie rock band.
No, I'm not saying indie rock either. I'm talking about somebody who's in that like A and B tier, and they're going to make the jump to S.
Oh man, I don't know, but we'll have to
anyway.
We'll have to agree to disagree.
All right, fine.
You just want Ghost to play the halftime show.
I mean, I think that would be great, but I guarantee you, yeah, that's not going to happen. Like that would be great for me. Look, they can't even get Metallica. Come on, that one year, Stranger Things came out, and everybody was listening to Metallica. That should have been the year Metallica should have been the halftime show.
Yeah.
But no, they couldn't even get that. So rock's not happening. I've accepted my fate. I'm going to get food during the halftime show.
You hate the new halftime shows so much.
It's not to me anymore. It's to other people.
I mean, I don't watch them either. People rave about them. I'm like, okay, I guess it's fine.
Yeah. Anyway,
I like that part where Kendrick Lamar looked at the camera. That was fun.
Yeah. I like the part where he goes, a minor or whatever. That was the whole thing. Everyone went, oh, he said A minor.
He looked at the camera. He was like, hey, Drake.
Yeah.
Everybody was.
Oh!
That was fun.
Woo!
You know what else I liked about that one is that the Eagles won.
Yes, I like that. Yeah, I like that more.
That's something we can agree on.
Yes, that's a better use of the halftime show.
But yeah, Taylor Swift, the biggest thing
anyway
to happen to football.
She's not going to do a halftime show. No,
she won't. No, realistically, she won't.
No.
But I do think it's sweet that they got engaged. Good for them. Congratulations. She got a $550,000 ring. That's insane. I thought it'd be more, though.
I don't know. What do you get the girl that has everything?
More of everything. A third jet.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Isn't she...
She has multiple jets. So she can because when you're doing a global tour, you got to land, you got to switch jets. because that one's got to be refueled and refurbished or whatever. You need multiple jets. A jet in every continent, really. So you just leapfrog around the globe.
A chicken in every pot and a jet in every continent.
That's right.
How noble.
That's right. I want to see her get so wealthy and popular that she can afford aircraft carriers and just just launch from anywhere in the world.
I think you're thinking of Elon Musk.
Elon Musk doesn't have aircraft carriers, does he?
He probably could.
Could he?
Well, he used to have government contracts. He doesn't
I
now.
want to see one of the 0.1%ers get their own aircraft carrier.
Well,
it's the most difficult vessel to build and maintain ever.
Zuckerberg's getting his own island. Did you hear about that? He's buying an island in Hawaii.
I did hear about that. That's not as rare as an aircraft carrier. Do you realize that the U.S. has more aircraft carriers than the next 9 countries combined? They're really, really difficult and expensive to build. It's the U.S. has like 11 and China has 3.
Suck on that, China.
Yeah.
America. Anyway, I don't know how we got into that, but
that was random.
Yeah, good job. Congratulations. I don't know what else to say on this.
That's good for them. Congratulations.
All right, whoop-de-doo.
Why can't you just enjoy joy?
No.
The answer is no.
Oh my God! And I, like, to go back to the engagement thing.
Yeah,
it was just everywhere, and I couldn't get away from it.
I know it was.
Like, literally, I get it. Travis Kelce's an NFL player, but really, did I really need my ESPN app and my NFL.com app, both of them, to notify me? Really?
It is an NFL player who did something big in pop culture. Yeah.
I know. It's just I don't want. I'm done. I'm good. I don't need to know these two. They're good. Have fun. Congratulations. Thank you.
You're so curmudgeonly.
I'm good. I don't need. Oh my God! And then there were people that were like, people said like my best friend Taylor got engaged.
That's too much.
That's cringe.
That's
Come
too
on.
much.
No,
my best friend.
No,
she doesn't know.
She's
you.
not your best friend. No,
she doesn't know you.
Please don't. No, come on. Unless you can pick up the phone and call Taylor Swift. No, she's not your best friend.
And get a response.
Yeah.
Not just like look up, like hack her phone and get her phone number.
Yeah.
Like
no.
Call or text and get a response back.
Yeah.
We're going to try to invite her to the wedding. You think she'll come?
I mean, you might get a present. You never know.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah. Anyway. All right. How about we get to the fact that the NFL season does start next week?
Yeah. Real news in the NFL world. The football season is starting. It's very exciting stuff. The Eagles released their 53-man roster. And that's like one of the final things that happens before the season officially starts. Like, these are the guys that are going to go into this season and hopefully compete to bring home the Lombardi Trophy again. There are a few surprises. I really like to see Darius Cooper, that wide receiver, who kind of impressed during the preseason, make the initial cut. We actually straight up cut Anais Smith.
Yeah.
He was a rookie last year to make room for this undrafted free agent. So that was really surprising, pretty promising that he was able to prove so much. He was able to get onto the actual roster. We also cut our rookie quarterback from this year, Kyle McCord. Just didn't work out.
Yeah. He didn't look too good in the preseason game.
No, definitely did not. The one area that I'm a little concerned about is that we seem to be really thin at safety. We're only keeping 3 safeties on the roster: Reed Blankenship, Sidney Brown, and our second-round pick, Andrew Makuba. That is a little concerning. I know they have Cooper DeJean working at safety in the base package. But does that worry you at all, that we're only carrying 3 official safeties on the roster?
Yes, unless Howie is targeting another safety. He might be.
Oh.
Never know. With all these round of cuts, it's always good to look over.
Do you got rumors?
I don't got a specific rumor in mind, but it wouldn't surprise me if
he's not
Howie,
totally done.
Right.
Yeah.
Because not only do you cut your team to 53 players, everybody else is cutting players to get to 53 teams.
That's
53,
true.
53 players, excuse me.
That's true. Yeah,
So,
everybody else has got to make tough cuts sometimes. So we'll see. It is an area that I hope that they can bolster a little bit because they do seem a little thin there. Not the Eagles, but
Wasn't it funny to see Kenny Pickett got shipped to the Raiders?
Yeah.
Didn't play a single season snap with Cleveland.
I know we talked all preseason about the quarterback situation in Cleveland. It ended up being Kenny Pickett being the odd man out. They couldn't cut Shedeur Sanders.
Nope, he's going to be the third string quarterback.
As much as I wanted them to, and his performance warranted it.
Has this ever happened that like the first string quarterback is old as dirt? Then the two backup quarterbacks are rookies. That's got to be the biggest age difference between 1, 2, and 3.
I feel like that's the perfect example of how mismanaged this is, because there's like no reliable option.
Yeah.
Like if Joe Flacco gets breathed on wrong, he's just dead. And then the other two guys have 0 regular season starts between them.
Yep.
You have too much experience and absolutely no experience. There's nothing. That's why Kenny Pickett, even if he's not good, could be a mentor behind the scenes, could be a serviceable starter, or if Joe Flacco needs a breather, you send him in because he's played in NFL games before. He kind of understands what it's like to be on the field. It's just such an odd strategy. Yep. I knew there was no realistic scenario where they'd cut Shedeur Sanders, but did you see a stat line from the one preseason game? He was like 3 for 6 with 5 sacks. How's that even mathematically possible? Like, that's actually insane.
Yeah. He dropped back sack. And there was one where he ran around for like 20 yards, took a 20-yard loss.
Oh, man.
Yeah. That doesn't work in the NFL, buddy.
No. That only works in video games.
Yeah. Anyway, I just thought that was interesting. So Kenny Pickett is now on the Raiders. And the Cleveland Browns got a 5th-round pick back, so they didn't waste any draft picks now.
Okay. I mean, feel bad for Kenny Pickett. I mean, he is a Super Bowl champion.
Yes, he does have a ring.
He will always have that ring.
Yep.
Something that Shedeur Sanders will not.
All right. On that note, is there anything else you want to mention? I think we're went a little bit over.
I think we got to get out of sports, but just looking forward to the NFL season starting next week. We'll have all the news and the Fantastic Four picks.
Yeah, next week is Week 1 Fantastic Four picks. Make sure you tune in. We gotta start getting our predictions ready.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah. So there we go. The NFL season is upon us. We are excited. But for right now, we got to take a break. Don't go anywhere because we still got the entertainment entree and the non-fortune cookie odd news when we return. This is the Crispy Noodle Podcast. We'll be right back.
Ready for the weekend? Happy Friday. Hi, my name's Marie, and I'm an artist who's been making Happy Friday doodles every week for over 7 years. And now you can own my art collection in this Volume 1 and Volume 2 art series. These doodles span across multiple themes, yearly festivities, various countries, languages, and more. Both coffee table books have something for everyone and are the perfect conversation starter or gift for a friend. Really, anyone who enjoys a good weekend. Available on Amazon, Ingram, BookBaby, Barnes & Noble, and more. Visit happyfridaydoodles.com/books and get your copies today. Let's celebrate the best day of the week. Happy Friday.
Just a moment, you just assured me that I could speak.
Sir, sit down inside the car. We're not assuring anything. We're under arrest.
Look, I'm under what?
Come on.
Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. Have a look at the headlock here. See that chap over there? Get your hand off my penis! This is the bloke who got me on the penis before.
Get some cups.
Why did you do this?
Hop in the car. Get some cups.
For what reason? What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? Oh, that's a nice headlock, sir. Oh, yes. I see that you know your judo well. Good one. And you, sir? Are you waiting to receive my limp penis? Now, get your hands off me.
No, we've only got one
Ta-ta and farewell.
So I guess get him in the car.
One cuff, look. Dave and Brent.
Oh, yeah, we're back here on the Crispy Noodle Podcast. We are done the sports sampler, so with that in mind, we are moving right along into the second part of our show. It's going to revolve around movies, TV, video games, celebrities, all that fun stuff. It is time for the entertainment entree.
And now, the latest in movies.
The Simpson guy writes to movies. Dear Die Hard, you rock. Especially when that guy was on the roof.
Music.
I know what that is. That's music.
Video games.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
Celebrities.
You really know Warren Beatty? Yes, I do. I took a leak next to him once at the Golden Globes.
And more.
You were the all-singing, all-dancing crap of the world.
This is the entertainment entree.
All right, officially in entertainment entree territory. Let's start it off with the segment where Mike is going to let you know what you should keep an eye out for this Labor Day weekend with new movies, TV, and video game properties. Let's launch into Mike's This Week in Entertainment. All right, Mikey, what do you got for the people?
All right, first up in movies, Caught Stealing is a new black comedy crime thriller. Here's the synopsis. Hank Thompson was a high school baseball phenom who can't play anymore, but everything else is going okay. He's got a great girl, tends bar at a New York dive, and his favorite team is making an underdog run at the pennant. When his punk rock neighbor asks him to take care of his cat for a few days, Hank suddenly finds himself caught in the middle of a motley crew of threatening gangsters. They all want a piece of him. The problem is he has no idea why. As Hank attempts to evade their ever-tightening grip, he's got to use all his hustle to stay alive long enough to find out. The movie has a solid 87% on Rotten Tomatoes. It looks pretty interesting, pretty unique. It's got a pretty good cast. Austin Butler, Zoe Kravitz, Matt Smith, and Bad Bunny. So go check it out this weekend in theaters.
I feel like, is this like, I don't know, kind of like a Big Lebowski kind of situation where like somebody, just like a regular person is like thrust into some sort of criminal element?
It sounds very similar to that, yes.
Yeah.
I'm getting that kind of vibe, like a modern version of that.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Could be good.
Yeah, it could be good. And in video games, Gears of War Reloaded comes to Xbox Series X, PC, and for the first time, PlayStation 5. That's right, the second of the big three Xbox exclusives comes to PlayStation consoles this week in a remastered version of the original game. This acclaimed third-person shooter boasts higher resolutions, smoother frame rates, all the DLC, and most importantly, multiplayer with full cross-platform and cross-play support. Now, it doesn't change the original game in any sort of meaningful way in terms of gameplay, but it is an outstanding way for lifelong PlayStation gamers to try out this highly praised former Xbox exclusive. Now, the last thing is for Microsoft to finally bring us Halo. That's what I'm looking forward to. They've done Forza, they've done Gears of War. There's only one exclusive left, one exclusive domino left to fall, and that's Halo.
Interesting.
But until then, that's what we're looking forward to this week in entertainment.
All right, Mikey, thank you for that segment this week in entertainment. We're going to keep the video game news coming because you have a quote that I think you just took the ball and ran with. You seem very interested in this quote that came from a CEO executive.
Yeah, so this came out, I believe it was last week, where Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick had this to say about the state of modern games. And it seems like a simple thing, but I want to break it down a little bit here. He says, good games are the new bad, and that great is the new great.
I don't like the second part's just weird to me. Great, yeah, duh. Great is great.
Yeah, but I think there is something here to be said about what he's trying to get at. Is that, and this is something that I've noticed personally with the games that I choose to play and how I look at games. When he says there's no more good games anymore, good games are the new bad, really think about in the past, in your gaming history, in your gaming catalog, there were a lot of games that we were okay with playing in the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 era, the Sega Genesis, N64 eras, that were just fine. But would you be okay with a just fine game now? And I find myself more and more saying no. That just fine is not good enough.
Yeah,
that good is the new bad. If a game is a 7.5 out of 10, I'm not even looking at it anymore. Is this right or is this wrong? Like, what is happening here with the state of games? What do you think could be the reason for this?
I think there's some truth to that. Yeah. To go back to my ranking situation, you have your S tier,
yeah,
A tier, B tier, C tier,
right,
D tier, F tier. You know, I think back in like Nintendo and play. You know the 80s, the 90s, the early 2000s. There wasn't a huge inventory of games to pick.
Right.
So you were more inclined and more acceptable to play those C and B level games and be like, oh, this is still pretty good.
Like, I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, you had like your handful of games you just played over and over and over again because
your parents were going to buy you the whole inventory.
No, the games were super expensive. They still are. Now we have full-time jobs, so we just go buy what we want when we want. But I remember as a kid, like you had your like 1 or 2 games a year, and you just played it until it stopped working.
Yeah,
you know, kind of thing.
For me, it's the 90s.
Yeah,
you know, I'm just obviously if you're older, it's the 80s. If you're younger, it's the early 2000s, whatever. But back then, it was like a C game is like, okay, well, I'll still play it.
Yeah.
But now there's so many games. There's so many different avenues to go down. There's Steam. There's PlayStation. There's retro. There's VR. There's all these different things that you can do.
All asking for your time and money.
Right. So now C isn't good enough. You have to be at least B to even consider me sinking any time into it. Probably you need to be A. And then S is obviously would be, Hallmark, obviously that would be great. But I think, that bar where it becomes like acceptable to pour hours into a game definitely has jumped up a rung or two.
Yeah.
You have to at least be a B now.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I think that, one of the most interesting things is with these newer consoles is there's been a focus on remastering older games, and sometimes when you go and you play a remaster, just talked about Gears of War Reloaded, you realize, oh, wow, yeah, that actually did not age that well. Like, I was playing several months ago the Time Splitters re-releases on PlayStation 5 because it was free with PlayStation Plus. And I'm like, wow, these are super rough.
The first one is, yeah.
The first one is. And I just remember playing them to death, like not even caring that it barely worked, that it was ugly, that the control scheme was actually terrible. I think like jump was triangle. It didn't make any sense. But it held such a near and dear place in my heart. Like the Twisted Metal games too. To drive forward, you have to push up on the analog stick. In what world is that acceptable?
Yep.
And we just went with it. We just rolled with it,
Yeah.
And now, if I purchased a game and that was the control scheme, I'd be pissed.
And you'd be like, I'm not playing it. Sorry.
I'm not playing it. Yeah. I also think that the way that we approach games has changed as well. Maybe younger gamers don't realize this, but there's so many free games now. Like between digital sales and subscription platforms and things like that, streaming platforms, there's like so much to choose from. And when so many things are competing for your time and your money, why spend $60 on a game that's a C level? You can just go play the next free-to-play game until something you like comes out. So I think that while it's a silly statement, good games are the new bad, I think he's getting to the heart of what I think a lot of developers need to understand is that you need to do something to set your game apart. You can't just be good.
Right.
You have to shoot for greatness. Look at the Sony exclusives. Every Sony exclusive does something that elevates it, whether it's like the technical mastery of, a God of War or Spider-Man, or the narrative complexity of a Last of Us, or just the sheer joy and wealth of content like in an Astrobot.
Well, that's what I want to get back to. Story has to be the utmost importance.
Story is something we never would have talked about 15 years ago.
Right. Yeah.
Like 15 years ago, your favorite game of all time as a kid, Super Mario 64, right?
Either that or GoldenEye, yeah.
Yeah, zero story.
I mean, GoldenEye is just a rip-off off the movie.
Yeah. And the story is just go here, shoot, and Mario, it's like, oh, go collect a thing.
Go collect 120 stars.
Yeah, there was no story. And that was fine then. But, for example, I just got the Switch 2, and it came with Mario Kart World. Gameplay-wise, it is super solid. Haven't touched it, not interested in it, because there's just nothing to do. And that's what a lot of reviewers said. If you look at the reviews, they're all like 8 out of 10. It's good, not great, but their complaint was like, there's nothing to do. It's just racing. 15, 20 years ago, I don't think people would say that.
Yeah.
I don't think people would be annoyed that Mario Kart didn't do more than just race.
Mario Kart doesn't have a story. It's just racing. So,
yeah. But like they put in this whole open world, and people complain. There's like, well, there's nothing to do in the open world. All the things you collect don't give you actual rewards. You just get stickers. And I'm reading these reviews, and I'm like, they're 100% right. And I also don't like it for that reason, but it makes no sense to me because racing games used to just be racing.
Yeah.
But now it's not enough. Good is now bad. Mario Kart World is good. It is objectively a good game. And for that reason, I haven't touched it.
But just good.
Yeah. So I just found this quote so interesting because it's something that I've thought about. Like, video games are expensive, and when they ask you to spend $80 on it, you expect something special.
Yeah, it needs to be,
to put it frankly.
It needs to be an S tier or an S or A tier, I think.
Yeah, and there's games out there that show how to do it right. Baldur's Gate 3, Expedition 33, games like The Last of Us, God of War. There's special games out there that do special things that try to elevate it. And I think as the hobby gets older, gamers are seeking out more nuanced experiences, more narratively rich experiences than just like the collectathons and the chasing high scores. Not that there's not a place for those, just that it's kind of, I think, aging out in a way for some of us older gamers.
Yeah.
You know? Anyway, just my 2 cents. But this is also an interesting kind of segue into another little thing that happened with Take-Two recently. So the CEO is saying this good games are the new bad at the same time that they are gutting the BioShock studio after a decade of development on the next game in the series. And they say it's still coming out at some point. I think it's interesting that both of these happened at the same time. Is this a good thing or a bad thing that they're gutting the studio? If this game was just good, if it wasn't great, is it better that they gut it and try to salvage something of it? Try to create a new direction? Or,
I mean, I suppose so in theory, but with just how long this has taken and the fact that, I don't know, to me, BioShock is Ken Levine. Like, I don't know. I'm very skeptical of a BioShock 4.
Like, if BioShock 4 comes out and it's just good,
it's kind of disappointing, yeah.
Doesn't that kind of hit the nail on the head? Like, that is our greatest fear here on this podcast. If BioShock 4 comes out and it's just an 8 out of 10, like, that's a death knell for me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I want to play it.
I'm
as weird as that sounds.
Yeah, I'm very skeptical of a BioShock 4. I just, to me, the BioShock franchise, if you want to consider it a trilogy, it should be BioShock, BioShock Infinite, BioShock Burial at Sea. Those are the Ken Levine
100%.
written stories.
Yep.
There's your trilogy. I think it should just stay there. But I know that Take-Two owns the rights, so they want to go back to the cash register and get more. But the fact that this is now a decade into development and it keeps getting either postponed or shelved or cut, or
they're changing leadership, they're cutting staff.
It seems cursed.
Yeah. It's starting to give vibes of like what was it, Duke Nukem Forever?
Yep.
A game like that where just kind of lingers, because now you're at the point where when you're a decade into development, you started development on like the PlayStation 3, maybe the PlayStation 4. In the next year or two, we're going to be getting ready for the PlayStation 6. So you're working on extremely outdated hardware. You have to constantly update it for the next iteration, which prolongs development. Like, you need to be able to get it out within one console generation, or it's going to feel and play and look old.
Yeah. So I'm very skeptical of BioShock 4.
Yeah. So as I hear those headlines about BioShock, I think back to the other headline of Take-Two, good games are the new bad. And it makes me worried for BioShock.
All right. Well,
that was a very dour segment.
Yeah. So how about we
interesting but dour.
So how about we lift our spirits up with one more segment, folks? It is time for the non-fortune cookie odd news.
We've been talking about cool and its ramifications and how it applies to the hip scene. But maybe you could give us some examples now of the opposite of cool, uncool. Just exactly what is uncool?
My nipples look like milk duds.
Holy shnikes.
It's time for the non-fortune cookie odd news.
It's not of this world. I don't know exactly what it is or what it's doing, but this is not human intelligence, okay? It's not human intelligence we're facing.
How you doing? Me? I'm doing great.
Manda basata. I don't make this stuff up.
I'll take a pound of nuts.
That's a lot of nuts. That'll be $4, baby. You want fries with that?
I seen the celery dance across the baseball fields.
You had me at Meat Tornado.
No, go past this. Past this part. In fact, never play this again.
Okay. What does that mean?
And now it's time for the non-fortune cookie odd news.
So sit back, get everything you need to get from the kitchen. Be sure and empty the bladders. Go to the bathroom because you're in for a hell of a ride.
Woo! Odd news.
That's right, everyone. It's time for the non-fortune cookie odd news here in this segment. Rich researches the news, he reads the news, and I react to the news. He finds a weird, wacky story and keeps it hidden from me, which ensures that all of my reactions are my genuine gut reactions to hearing the story for the very first time. I don't know what's about to happen. You guys don't know what's about to happen. And even Rich doesn't know what's about to happen because these stories always take us down wacky and wild paths. And I'm ready to get started. Where are we heading to and why?
Now, who is this guy in Florida?
It's Florida, and they're crazy.
I mean, I should have known.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, so what's going on in the dong of America?
We're going to talk about the case of 44-year-old Donald Naples.
Okay.
Hey, it's Naples, Florida, you know.
Naples, Florida, yeah.
Right? He should be there.
Does this take place in Naples? Mr. Naples in Naples? He missed out on a golden opportunity. I feel like if you're named after a place, you should be in that place.
Right, you should be living there.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think I see a report of the town. Just as Florida man.
Oh, jeez. So all of the
he
whole
represents
state.
all of Florida.
Yikes.
I mean, his name is Naples. Like, there you go. He should represent.
He should be the spokesperson for Naples, Florida.
Yeah. Him and the dude with the Florida tattoo on his forehead.
They're going to team up.
They should be
and make a Florida supergroup.
Right. They
Yeah.
should represent Florida.
I agree.
In all federal representation.
That's right. Yes.
Yes. All right. Well, let's talk about the case of Donald Naples here. He started seeing a woman. They've been in a relationship for 6 months.
Okay.
And on Saturday night, things were getting a little frisky on a Saturday night. Oh yeah.
Well, it was very erotic. Yes, indeed.
It was erotic.
Uh-oh.
According to the police report, they were engaged in consensual sexual intercourse.
Whoa.
Yeah. Whoa.
Steamy.
Hello. Yeah. Boy, nothing gets you going.
Nothing gets you going like a very proper way to describe it.
Well, it was very erotic. Yes, indeed. It was erotic.
I got my fingers crossed for a little freaky deaky.
Yep. All right. So they were, having some fun there. Then, according to the police report, Donald took out his phone and started watching pornography while he was completing the act.
I got my fingers crossed for a little freaky deaky.
Holy crap! You are creepy as shit.
Are you okay down there? Your penis?
Maybe he wasn't.
Yeah, maybe he wasn't. I don't know.
Listen, that's just being greedy.
Yeah.
Hey, you got the real thing, and you got to have the digital thing on top of that?
Yeah.
Come on.
Jeez, man.
Come on, man. Come on.
Be in the moment.
Right, exactly. Get your head in the game.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that did not sit well with the 50-year-old victim. Oh, the victim's 50 years old. There you go.
I'm 50. 50 years old.
Yeah. That doesn't sit well with her. That's when the woman became upset. Told him, "Why don't you go finish yourself off?"
Oh.
I'm 50. 50 years old.
Yeah. Right? What am I?
Yeah.
I'm not good enough?
I'm not good enough. You got to resort to the phone? Come on now.
Yeah, what the hell?
I like to imagine that they were like going at it like missionary style. He just pulls his phone out in front of him. Like, I don't know.
Shh, just quiet.
Quiet. He's like holding the phone up. Shh, quiet. This is the best part. Like, is that not like crazy?
Yeah. As a result, the two then got into a fight, which turned into a fist fight.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, now you fucked up. You have fucked up now.
And it went further to headbutting.
Headbutting?
Yeah, so they started fighting and they didn't stop.
No, this wasn't a fight. This was a brawl.
Yeah.
Okay, but once you start headbutting, that surpasses fight. That becomes like pub brawl kind of.
Wow, they must be really going at it upstairs. They must really be having a good time up there.
Oh my God. So they're butting heads.
Yeah. When the cops were finally called and arrived on the scene, both the female victim and Naples had bloody noses.
Oh man.
Yeah.
It would have been better if they just both knocked themselves out and the cops come up and they're just both splayed on the floor, completely nude, passed out.
Like an accidental renaissance.
Yeah. They're just like draped over like the furniture.
Yeah. No, so that was when the cops stopped the fight. They were able to give them some medical attention. The woman was transported to a local hospital to be treated for her injuries. The man, Naples, declined to give a statement, so he was officially charged with a battery count. And surprise, surprise, he has a previous record of a battery conviction on his record.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So he now has a felony.
Oh.
Yeah, boy. I hope that porno was worth it because, he's now looking at a felony battery count, and he's locked up in lieu of a $10,000 bond.
All that for just a little bit of Pornhub.
Yeah, boy, you just couldn't. You couldn't hold off?
Yeah, right?
Jeez, you have the real thing? No?
Got the real thing there.
Now
And he wants the video. Come on.
Yeah, now you're not gonna get either in jail.
Right, unless you drop the soap.
Ooh, yeah.
Well, it was very erotic. Yes, indeed. It was erotic.
He pulls out his phone there, too.
Well, you have to hide it somewhere.
I know some women who could hide a machine gun in there.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to watch it that close. Keep your distance.
Yeah. Just bend over, you get a good look.
You could have a good look at a T-bone steak. Like, oh, but it has to be your bull. What was it?
Yeah, the Tommy Boy line.
Tommy Boy, yeah. You get a good look at a T-bone by looking up a butcher's ass, but when you take his word for it, or it's
Something like that.
Got to be your bull.
It's got to be your bull.
Yeah, Tommy Boy. But yeah, true story there. This guy, yeah, he couldn't help himself. Needed to have another.
Couldn't stay focused on the real thing.
Yeah, you're right. Too greedy.
It is greedy. It's absolutely greedy. He tried to have his cake and eat it too.
Yeah, not good. All right. Well, guess what? That's kind of short. So don't worry. I've tag teamed and got a backup Florida story for you.
Now, who is this guy in Florida?
It's Florida, and they're crazy.
To Florida for the price of one.
Yeah, there you go. 2-for-1 Labor Day deal. Here you go. Hey. Come on down to the Odd News.
Is it a store?
Yeah, the non-fortune cookie Odd News store. Yep, we get
That's a terrifying store. It's just drunk people and dildos.
Well, wait till we get to this story here.
Okay.
Ma'am, this is an IHOP.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Oh, I'm already worried.
We're going to a Florida IHOP in this story.
Now, who is this guy in Florida?
It's Florida, and they're crazy.
That sounds terrifying. I went to IHOP recently for the first time in a long time. There was exactly 3 people working there. I mean, total. It was chaos. Pandemonium. There were only like 7 people eating there, but because there were so few people actually working, the pass was just filling up with plates. They were like stacking plates on top of each other, and just nobody was able to deliver them to tables. It took us like an hour and a half to get pancakes.
I'm in the dark here.
It's crazy. I can't even imagine what it's like in Florida.
Well, this is what it's like then.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
Because according to police, 26-year-old Allie Mae Wright, who was an off-duty server at this Florida IHOP, decided to go up to a 51-year-old customer, rub her breasts, back, and arm, and call her a sexy C-word, if you will.
Oh, wow.
There was a bit of a nastiness last night, yes? Some very extreme nastiness, yes? Yes.
Yes.
That's wild.
Yeah. Just
So this person was just having some pancakes.
Yes.
And it was like, whoa, time out.
Well, it was very erotic. Yes, indeed. It was erotic.
Like dropped the breakfast and walked over there.
Just like, wow.
I got to get me some of that. That's crazy.
By the way, what an age difference. 26-year-old and 51-year-old? Whoa, 25-year age difference? How smoking is this 50-year-old?
Likes the Cougars.
Yeah.
I'm 50. 50 years old.
So, yes, this all started off, Allie Mae Wright was off duty. So, I don't know if she didn't like get to her car yet, or she had just clocked out, or maybe she was waiting for a ride. I don't know. But she was off duty at this point. She goes over to this 51-year-old and cuddles with her in the restaurant booth.
This is so confusing. So wait, was she originally scheduled to work and then was just done her shift?
I think she was done her shift because it says she was not working.
And then she just saw
the most beautiful 51-year-old ever in her life.
I was like, I guess while I'm waiting for my ride, I'll go
hit on her?
Go cuddle a customer.
Cuddle a customer.
Cuddle, like, what? I don't understand this.
Customer cuddling.
Customer cuddling. We take customer care very seriously here at IHOP.
It's the new feature at IHOP to try and get people in.
Cuddle a customer.
Yeah, there you go. We'll do that. So yeah, also called her a sexy C-word, which
weirdly aggressive.
Yeah, out of all the things, that's rough. Then also cops noted that she gave her milkshakes. So now she's going in the back.
She's going back there and just like grabbing milkshakes and
yeah.
Is that a bribe?
Yeah, is that?
I don't understand. Do they have a relationship already?
No. This is complete stranger.
And what is the stranger saying during all this?
Yeah, sure. Like, I mean, look, if somebody's
She's like, if you want to get me a milkshake, I'm not going to say no.
Right. If somebody's like giving me a back rub and giving me free milkshakes and calling me sexy,
honestly, that doesn't sound that bad.
Honestly, I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean,
but it is weird.
It is a little weird.
Like, I don't know you, lady.
Right. It is weird.
Ma'am, this is an IHOP.
I might not say no, but it is definitely weird.
Right. So this continued, right? Literally did actions like cuddling, resting her head on the victim's shoulder, back, and arm, and at some point touching her breasts as well.
Well, it was very erotic. Yes, indeed. It was erotic.
That's so bizarre.
Like this
sounds almost like innocent. Like she just I mean, like obviously it's not innocent, but like resting her head on her shoulder. It's like so weird.
It's like she's like, "Oh yeah, we're a couple or something." It's like, "No,
Yeah.
I don't know you, lady. This is an IHOP."
It's like, "Can I help you?"
Yeah. The waitress is supposed to be the one to say that, not the customer.
Meanwhile, the customer's like, "Can I have a refill of coffee, please?"
No, you're gonna get milkshakes.
You're gonna get milkshakes.
That had to be like
her milkshakes bring all the boys to the yard.
Yeah, had to be a reference to that or something.
And this customer's just sitting there like, "How much do I tip now?"
Thank you. I think
it puts her in a really awkward position, you know?
You got to go over 20%.
Do you tip on the milkshakes that she just brought you? Do you not tip on them? Like
you definitely have to go over 20% on that.
Yeah, I mean, is like a back massage, is that exceptional service or is that just great service? I don't know.
Yeah,
what's the norm? What's the protocol here?
You got to charge. You got to tip more than that. Yeah. Once again, the cops wanted to reiterate, yes, the victim said that they did not know this off-duty server.
That is so weird. It's so bizarre.
You go in for I just want a pancake. That's all I want. I just want some pancakes. You go in, and all of a sudden, this lady's just hugging you and cuddling you and touching your boobs.
Touching your boobs. It's so weird. It's so... honestly so creepy too.
Yeah. The police were able to get footage because the IHOP has 8 security cameras in the dining room. So
I mean, it is Florida. So it is a Florida IHOP.
So now they have like all these different angles. I don't know if you need that. I think one angle's enough.
You gotta get all the angles.
Yeah,
to really get the full effect.
Yeah.
You know.
But yeah. This is it's all caught on camera, so she can't deny it. Wright was arrested for battery and booked into the county jail on a misdemeanor charge of battery. She was released after posting a $250 bond, and she is ordered by the judge to not have any more contact with the victim. So
I think
no more.
I think that would be the bare minimum.
Yeah. But
I would be
there's no others. Details. That's it.
I would be so confused.
I want to see how good looking this 51-year-old is. Like,
yeah, right.
I mean, unless
to hook a 26-year-old,
unless like she was stalking this lady, you know, and the victim didn't know about it. Like,
yeah,
this waitress just got off work and that was it. Oh my God, I gotta be with this woman.
Do you think that the entire time that she was like serving and bussing tables and stuff, she's just got her eye on this one lady and she's like, "Oh, I hope she doesn't finish her pancakes before I get off my shift"?
No, I think she had just because it doesn't say anything about her shift. So I think she had a normal shift. She clocked out and then she saw her.
She
saw her and that was it. Everything went bonkers in her head. I don't know.
It's like a switch flipping.
Yeah. But
weird.
How good looking is this 51-year-old? I want to see a picture of her. I know
insanely good looking.
I know she's a victim in the story, but
somebody listen.
She got free milkshakes.
Somebody just got finished with a grueling like 8+ hour shift of dealing with Floridians ordering pancakes, which sounds terrible. She's tired. She doesn't want to be an IHOP anymore. She just wants to go home. But then this vixen captures her eye, out of the corner of her eye, a twinkle. And she's like, I no longer am tired. Her fatigue melts away. She finds peace and solace in the arms of this patron. She just has to be with her. Right. That's what I'm saying.
And supplies her with endless milkshakes.
But see, that's the really weird part, because I can imagine she goes over, she cuddles a little bit. She goes, wait right there, my dear. Shh. I have something. She runs away into the back. She comes back with a milkshake. But it said milkshakes, multiple.
Yes.
So does she bring back multiple milkshakes at once, or does she bring back a milkshake and then she's like, drink it, my love. Wait, I'll get you another. And she runs back to the kitchen and brings the nut. Like,
I didn't know which flavor milkshake you like.
I brought all of them. She brings a tray of milkshakes, all the flavors.
The most inefficient way to learn someone's ice cream preferences.
Right, exactly. You could just ask. Vanilla or chocolate? Never mind, I'll get both.
Yeah. And strawberry.
Yeah. Of course.
So
weird. I love it.
I just want to know what, this lady must be the most gorgeous 51-year-old ever.
If I were, I've never done food service, but if I did food service, I imagine it would be absolutely grueling. You're on your feet, you're dealing with customers, just the worst people. And then you get off of work, all you want to do is leave, and then for something to be that captivating, that alluring, that you forget all of that, that must be something pretty special.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. I know she's the victim, but
she also got free milkshakes.
She got free milkshakes, and you got free cuddles from someone 25 years younger than you.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It is creepy. It is creepy that you don't know the person.
It is definitely creepy. It's definitely a violation. I am saying, though, that if I were in her place, I'd probably be a little weirded out. But at the same time, I'm not going to say no to the milkshake.
Yeah.
Did she drink the milkshake?
It doesn't say. I would assume she did. I don't know. That'd be a waste of milkshakes.
It'd be a waste of milkshakes. She goes, well, I am being assaulted, but on the other hand, and she just starts drinking the milkshake.
Yeah, why not? But there you go. Another true story from Florida. I don't know what the hell's happened in Florida.
I don't know. They're an odd bunch down there.
Yeah.
Very odd bunch.
Because I don't know what ma'am, this is an IHOP.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're looking for.
I don't know.
This is not Tinder. This is IHOP.
It's an in-person dating app.
Yeah. But there you go. Two true stories there for the price of one to wrap up this episode of the Crispy Noodle Podcast. Oh, man. Yeah, you weren't expecting that.
No, not at all. Not at all. That is not... You never go into an IHOP expecting to have that happen. Pancakes and the butter pecan syrup, yes. But not cuddles.
Customer cuddles. No,
customer cuddles.
Unless that's a new initiative.
It's a new feature. It's a new feature.
Yeah, IHOP is going to do, but...
They're trying to rebrand.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway. Yeah, they saw Cracker Barrels having trouble, so they figured this is our time to strike. Here we go.
Right.
Customer cuddles. All right, now we gotta end it there. This is getting too ridiculous, too off the rails. So we gotta start ending this segment and wrapping up this episode. Thank you guys for watching our little show. If you like what you heard, make sure you go to our website, the Crispy Noodle Podcast. Make sure you follow us on social media, but most importantly, make sure you have a way to get the podcast sent to you every week. Two main ways to do it. First one is on our YouTube page. Go to YouTube and find Crispy Noodle Podcast. That's our account on YouTube, and hit that red subscribe button so that you get the podcast sent to you every week to your account, and you can watch it on your phone. Hopefully not in the bedroom.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I mean,
stay focused.
Stay focused. Stay on target.
Yes.
Stay on target. Yeah, no.
Use the force.
Yeah, watch it not in the bedroom. Or watch it on TV, however you consume your YouTube.
On your own time.
Right. Do it on YouTube. You can do it that. But you can also you can listen to us on Spotify. Search the Crispy Noodle Podcast up on Spotify. The video podcast goes up on Spotify, but you can also listen to us in the background as an audio-only podcast on Spotify. And you can take us on the go with you with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay on Spotify as well.
That's right. So many ways to check out the Crispy Noodle Podcast. But if you need to get in touch with us to share your sports, entertainment, and odd news stories, you can find us on Blue Sky. I'm at Mikey Costanzo, MikeyCostanzo.
And I am Matt Rich Liebig, RICHLIEBIG. That'll do it. We got to wrap it up. This has been the Crispy Noodle Podcast. Let us be the Crispy Noodle in your vegetarian salad of life and boring news. That'll do it. Have a happy Labor Day weekend. We'll see you guys next week.
See you guys
later. Bye-bye, all you fine peoples. Good night.
Some of us have great stories, pretty stories that take place at lakes with boats and friends and noodle salad. A lot of people, that's their story. Good times, noodle salad.